Welcome back to me Davy Brown 990 restoration. My name's Barry. Well, what we're going to do today, we're still busy with the axle. We're still trying to get it cracked off, still trying to get it sorted out, but we'll get there. So today instead we're going to strip the valve chest out. I'm going to have this, and I've got some serious concerns that the spool valve is stuck, the TCU valve is stuck because it's a bit grotty, it's a bit harsh in there. I'm going to put it in a vise. I'm going to loosen all the bits off in a vise. I'm not going to remove anything, I'm just going to loosen them so we can get at them and get them off with our fingers. Then we're going to strip it out on the vise, on the bench rather. Right, let's crack on. Right, in order to try and make life easy, never done one of these before, the first time for me, what I've done, printed off a diagram, parts diagram of the valve chest, laminated to keep it clean, and as you can see I've numbered various valves. Then what I've got my bags with my numbers on. Everything comes out of that hole, number 2 goes in number 2 bag. Hopefully we'll find out what's missing, because I've got a feeling somebody's been in here before. I'll just give you a quick look at this. Look at this, the state of that screw there. Tell you, man. But anyway, somebody's been in here before. The little silver disc that we found sticking to the valve chest just about here, had a look on the parts diagram. I've watched other videos of this coming to bits, and it would appear that it's out of here. Remember when we started the axle, we found 2 little, look like choke screws. One of them should be in here as well, and I've got a feeling because of this somebody's been in there and they've whipped the bits out. Problem is, if that is the case, we're going to have difficulties because you can't buy individual bits for this. But we'll see. Might have to replace the whole valve chest. We'll see. We'll see where we get at with it. Okay, let's get set up. Let's start and take this to bits. As I say, we've had this in the vise, loosened off all the fittings, so now we're going to pull the bits off. So let's start with the big one. Number 1, where are we? Get our bag ready. Number 1, we've got a cap, big washer, spring, and I've got a feeling the silver disc that was here should have been on the end of the spring. Because it doesn't look to be an awful lot else down the hole. Now there should have been down there, there should have been one of those screws from the choke set. Should have been one of them. Let's just have a quick whiz of that down the hole a minute. I've got a feeling, yes, they fit down the hole. And they fit the thread. So we'll pop that back in that bag for the time being with all the bits in it that we're not sure where they come from, but we know they've come from somewhere in here. So that hole is essentially empty at the minute. Number 1. Okay, Number 2, well, that's where our dump valve goes, so there's nothing in there, absolutely nothing. Well, little aluminium disc is there, but that is with the dump valve. I'm not sure where that comes from. So number 3, this one, number 3. Number 2, get my bag. Number 3. A screw, a cap, a little spring. Looks like a big needle valve that pops in the bag there. Anything else in the hole? There should be. Get a pick. A very thin washer. Oh, it looks like a couple of shims actually, not a washer. You see the state of them. They're absolutely black and they're full of grit. I watched a video on these from Davy Brown from when they were making them. And they were saying that these had to be kept clean in immaculate condition in the workshop while they were being built. Well, certainly haven't been kept like that now, have they? I've got some more down. I've got another one. Yeah, we'll have some more down there. Prodding this very carefully because I don't want to be. Look at the state of the crap coming out of that. No wonder this wasn't working. That seat, or whatever it is rotating. Just doesn't want to come out. Do this quick. Nope. Plenty of black crap came out. Oh, wait a minute, it is moving. It is moving. What? There's Mother Diggy Bird, Mother Blackbird, giving a stall and wrong for landing on the fence. Too close to her nest, getting herself upset. She's got I can see 3 enormous chicks in her nest this morning. Maybe a 4th one hiding underneath. There's definitely 4 eggs in. I see it there. It's moving. It's moving. Let's try something different. Isn't it funny that in other people's videos these all seem to come to bits better than this? Quicker. Right. What a job that was. That was unbelievable. Oh, but I'll not put it there, it'll probably fall down the hole. I had to bend a little bit of copper wire so I could feed it down through the hole underneath, get a hole and pull it up, and then obviously you've got to have your hand over the top, because if you pull hard it's literally, it's gonna fly, isn't it? So we'll pop that in my bag. That little nut that I took out the side, the bolt rather, I keep getting mixed up. That little bolt we took out the side there had nothing to do with that whatsoever. Probably just a drilling port to allow the passages to be drilled during manufacture. Right, now there's another bit in the bottom of here. There we go. None of this wants to come to bits. That's blocked up completely. I'll pop that in my bag. Number 3. So far that's the only one we're getting empty in it. Right. Number 5. Take that off. Oh, that's, look at the gunge in there. It's wonderful. You can see why it literally has to come all to bits. Number 5. In there, in there. Now there should be down on the bottom of there a spool or like a valve insert that's absolutely jam-packed, solid stuck. So number 6, what's behind door number 6? Number 6. Large nut, washer, spring, nothing on the end of the springs except muck. Put that in there. Now there should be an insert in here. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks a bit grotty and grubby, doesn't it? Rust, plenty of rust on it. Number 6, that's that one emptied. Right, let's have a look at this one. Oh, again, little spring, plenty grime. Another little tumbler. Off you tinker. Absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. Okay. Spool valve. Number 8. I've slackened these two off. These 7/16ths. These little nuts. Put them off. There's a washer under there. Number 8. Right, let's try this and see if this. I don't think this is going to rotate. I'm not going to try it very hard because I don't want to take the head off the screw. Right. So in order to remove the traction control valve, I need to make a tool that will sit over the top of the spool bit and get into the two little teeth on the side of the screw to release the screw. So what we're going to do, got one of these. This is a type of little socket, 7mm with a hex drive, quarter hex drive. This is the type of thing you get when you buy a box of long wood screws for driving into beams. It's got the hex so you can grip it in your screwdriver or your drill. 7mm on the bottom, and that 7mm goes nicely over the top of the little spool. So what we're going to do, You want to grind off the sides to leave two tits sticking up to engage in that screw. Like that. Not the best grinding job in the world, but you know what? It works. Right, let's carry on, get things to bits. Right, let's get the abutment plate off. Make sure we get all the shims with this. Don't want to lose anything. I'm going to put this into number 2 bag, because number 2 bag is the dump valve. I'll pop all that into there for the time being. Now, our little tool that we made to loosen the traction control valve. Oh, that's tight. Now in here, as I said, there should be a plunger, a spring and a ball. But if it's like everything else with this valve, it'll be absolutely solid. It is. Oh, jeez. Gee whiz, Betty. Okay, all these are parallel pins. There's nothing you can get a hold of to... Oh, there we go. My golly gosh. And the spring is wedged. Sorry, the ball up, and it's just come off of me towel there. There it is. There's the ball. The spring be down in here. I'm going to fish that out now. So I'll put the ball very carefully in there, out the way. Get one of our picks. The spring is in pieces. The end snapped off the spring, so I'll just pop all of them, including all the broken bits, into 7. That's the traction control valve emptied. Managed to get everything out of there. Unusual. So at the minute we've got the spools stuck. The insert in this dump valve stuck. We have got an insert in here stuck. I need a 3/8 UNF length of stud to go in there, so I can draw that out, because it's got a thread in it, so I can draw that out, but it's well and truly stuck. The insert in there is stuck, and the insert in here is stuck. So I'm not doing so bad, are we? Huh, really? In the scheme of things. So, let's see if we can remove these 2 discs out the back of here. All I want to do is, because I'm just going to get these little tap, just to hopefully loosen them a touch. Circular pliers. Helps you see what you're doing, doesn't it? I'm looking at my own shadows here. Just bump that, try and get the pressure off the circlip. That one wearing against the casting, it's difficult to get at it. Oh dear me. Right, let's try this other one. I tell you, they're tight. Well, I don't know what had a hold of that, but by God it was strong. Now, right, so to get the insert out of number one, put a bolt in, threaded it in with my pliers underneath the head, tappy tappy, insert comes out. That appears to be, cannot really see it on there, can you there? I don't know if that's just dirt in there or a gauze, but it'll get a bath. That's what's left of the pin at number one, so we'll pop that in my bag for number one. And that was real naughty because that was 3/8 UNC. I put it in one half a turn. Should have been 3/8 UNF, but I haven't got one. And it meant waiting a good few days to get a one. By the time you order it in and it turns up, so you can bump that little plate out the bottom. Get the biggest punch you can get down the hole. Where are we? That's what's in the bottom. Sorry, the light's not very good in here. It's a glorious day outside. I thought the light might have filtered in a bit. Right, that's one out. Empty hole. Put that in number one before we get confused. And there we go. Righto. Now, can we get the same out of number two? Where are we? There we are. Let's give it a little tap first, just to relieve some pressure. There we go. Let's see if we can. The last thing I want to do is snap the circlip back in the ring, because that's going to take some getting out, isn't it? Right, so we've got as much as we're going to get out of that. This is stuck, absolutely solid. This is stuck, and you can't get a hold of them or anything. There's an insert in here. It's stuck, and the cap on the bottom is stuck. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop that into a pan full of boiling water for 10 or 15 minutes. And we'll get it to grow, get it to increase a little bit. See if we can free some bits and pieces off, get some more bits out of there. We'll come back to you when we get it done. So, after a couple of hours of work, we have at least freed off the latching valve. The rest of it's still all stuck. At least we've got the latching valve out. Not actually in bad condition. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. I thought it was going to be very badly corroded. So that leaves us the spool, the insert, this is still hot, and the cap. That spool is absolutely solid. What's that? Casting's still red hot. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll give it, I'm going to put this in the bag. We're going to get this 15-20 minutes to cool the cell down. See if it frees off when it cools. We'll see. Back in a minute. Shane, you're absolutely right. That little brass screw is out of this piece of the valve, out of the bottom. All the rest of it is also missing. So whoever it is has been in, took the top off this, undid the screw, and then the rest's gone missing. So, and I don't know if you can buy parts for these. I'm not sure if any of these is for sale. We'll have to do a bit of research, find out, won't we? Thanks anyway, Shane. You're right, that's where it's come from. Right, that's it for this video. Didn't really go according to plan. Again, we're hoping to get the whole valve chest to bits. However, as I say, this will go into something, a container. I'll get something that I can put it in and bury it in diesel, leave it a good few days, let it get a good soaking, and we'll see. In the meantime, as I say, we'll talk to people, we'll get all our little baggies of bits washed and cleaned up, and we'll see where we are with that. Right, well, thanks for visiting. If you like the videos, give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you subscribe, you find it when the next videos is coming out. You don't miss anything. Doesn't cost you a penny. Helps us tremendously to begin to grow the channel. I think that I've just had a look because we're looking for some information on this. I think we're up to 152 subscribers. Be nice to hit the 200 by the end of the year, wouldn't it? So please like and subscribe, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks very much. See you later.